Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you're sitting right there in the doorway. You mind? Thank you. Good chair. What is all these stains now? Can't keep nothing clean. It's about time you showed up, by the way. We're late. Okay, truth be told, I came home and I was sitting in my chair. Kind of got a little bit too comfortable. Then I ate some pizza and I'm kind of wearing it. Hey, listen, don't judge me. Listen, welcome, friends and neighbors. Like I said, I was sitting down all nice and comfortable, and I decided, you know what? No, I got to get the holes drilled on this knife. I got updates. I did have another video recorded and shot of me milling the wood down for these scales. This is the cherry wood. But we got a little snafu in the cherry wood. I chainsawed it, cut it, milled it down, and there was these little larvae-like creatures crawling out of the orifices of this wood. They had holes all throughout it. I'm suspecting probably termites. Could be wrong. So I did manage to get a couple of good pieces that wasn't all bored through with the holes. Couple. Good granny. That wasn't all whittled through with holes and stuff. You can kind of see here. I don't know if you can or not, if it might be too dark. A little pinhole right there was just an example of some of the holes they had in there. But anywho, let's come on in. We got a lot to do. And I'm really hoping to actually heat treat this knife in this video tonight. So we need to get some stuff done. So I need to really get the holes drilled, get these taped up on the knife blade blank so we can get the holes drilled. This thing's ready to drop. Everybody wants to come by when I'm filming. The road's been dead the entire evening. As soon as I hit record, here come everybody want to come by. Anywho's, all right, so let's get this started. Welcome to Swanee Valley Knives. I can't breathe. Let me move the chainsaw. This thing here is about the cheapest chainsaw you can find on Amazon, battery operated. It does all right, but the chain keeps popping off. You can see it's already slack after just cutting a couple of chunks of that cherry stump that I got. But it's all right. It does okay. It's actually got pretty good torque for battery operated. I'm surprised. I'm just going to put that back here. Get it out of the way. So what I need to get, I don't know if y'all remember the last time I did something, did the drilling. Let me get my electrical tape real quick. Also need a new stool. My chair's split down the middle, so I'm sliding off. So what we're just going to do, if anything else gets to be level or squared off, it's going to be the fronts. I can fix the rest of it up when I get ready to grind. I'm going to finish grinding. What I need to do also is get the pins. I think I decided what pins I want to use. I'm going to use the stainless steel pins. I don't know if y'all seen those yet, because I got a big old piece of stainless steel rod that I happened to get from work that was just laying on the ground. And beautiful piece of stainless steel. So I'm going to use that. But let me go ahead and get these kind of taped off. Now, we all do things a little differently. I know some of y'all go, why are you doing it that way? Well, it's the way I'm used to doing it. It works for me. I go ahead and I tape the two scales together. And this has helped me make sure my holes get lined up about 3/4 of the time. And that's good odds, right? So let's see. I got that stainless steel rod. Here you can see I got plenty of it to spare. But I think because the handles came out a little bit shorter than what I was expecting, because I didn't cut the piece quite 4 inches. I usually get about a good 4-inch piece. It's probably about 3-inch. So I figured these, they'll still be good enough to, to put through there and give a little bit more support or whatever case may be. I need to get a little bit more of that beautiful grain of the cherry wood without big old pin heads just taking up most of that real estate. I want the eye view to be the grin of that cherry, pretty much. So let's hop on over to the drill press. Let's find our bit that fits this, and let's get to drilling. I'm going to try to get y'all the best angle as possible to see what I'm doing. So I apologize if my arm starts getting in the way of the drill bit. I'll try my best not to let that happen. It's about the only place I can really put the camera. Maybe. Can I get down lower than that? Is that going to hit it, buddy? Yeah, that's going to hit. Hang on a minute. All right, so that's going to have to do right there. At least I can kind of see the drill press in action kind of right there. So let's find the right size drill bit. We got to take this guy off. I keep chuck up here inside so I don't lose it. And I keep this on the lowest setting. It is a variable speed that you can change by belt. You can change it with the belt. So I do keep it relatively, actually not relatively, but at the lowest speed. Because you don't want to go too fast while digging through metal. A lot of friction build up, and you can really burn up a bit that way. So, and me on a tight budget, I don't have time to be trying to go out there trying to buy, or the income to try to buy new drill bits. So let's see which one you are. You look close to an 1164s. A little big for that one. And you know what? You got a little wood chip on you like I've used you just recently. I think you're it. That's about the right size, looks like. Let me get this in the drill press and let's get this thing rolling. This drill press is so old you can barely turn this by hand to get it tight. You can, but it's just easier just to use chuck to get this on here. And this thing here, don't worry about it being sharp. I'm going to hold it like this. Like I said before, I don't really draw it all the way down to an edge because of heat treat reasons. I get it to right before it apexes. And I stop where I can see the last little shimmer of light on the edge of that blade. And I stop right there. That's perfect. And also, it's a lot easier when I go to do my last final edge. It don't take near as long to sharpen it. And it's just about planning for the future, pretty much. Every little step you take now, or every little thing you do at the beginning, will help you towards the end. And it looks like that actually might just be low enough. I don't have to worry about raising this table up much. All right, let's get this thing to drill pressing. I'm going to try to get as much in the middle as I can. Let's go about right there. There it goes. I don't want to press too hard. I'm going to give it brakes. I'm going to lift up. Start to eat through the metal. I just want to baby that blade, that drill bit. Really hold it, because as soon as it goes through that board, it's going to want to snatch up on it. So as soon as I go through the bottom, I'm really going to put pressure to hold this knife down. Because what'll happen is it'll lift up on it, and it'll make the hole slanted, and it won't be straight through. So really got to be careful. I think I'm going to put, you know what? I didn't want to, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to put 3 pins in this. So let me go ahead and shoot it right here in the middle. And just ease up. Give her a little press and give her a little bit of onion, but not too much. Just remember, you are building up a little friction, and I don't use oil, so it's not really been a problem. So just be careful. Lift up on the blade a little bit, give it a rest. And I can feel the actual knife itself getting hot, so I notice friction build up on it. Again, I'm gonna go right back through the hole, clean it out, make sure it's good and clean. I'm gonna come across here. Don't do this at home, kids. Kind of clean them wood chips out of my drill bit. And then one more hole to make. We're gonna come right up here. Hang on, I gotta clean that out. It's gonna make it uneven. Clean that out right there. There we go. Just take a little pocket knife, just a little, hold out a little bit. Told you I was using this old Uncle Henry. Little knife growing on me a little bit. Right here. I don't want to go too across the front. I'll make sure I'm right in the middle too. I have to come up a little bit. Just give her some onions, get the hole started, and back up a little bit. Back in there again. Just want to take it easy. Get in a big hurry with it. And you'll be good soon enough. That right there. And we're going to go ahead and finish going on through the wood. And I broke through. We're through. I'm going to keep on going a couple times to clean out the hole. And there we go. Well, it's getting dark. It's getting me about the perfect time to heat treat. I like to do it when it's good and dusky dark. Get out the old hacksaw, the Fanger Cutter 2000. You get your rod here. What we're going to do, we'll make sure I get this just about the right width I need for this. It's raining outside too. So we're going about right here. Close so about right in there. Go ahead and close this off. Ain't gotta be exact, but I'm gonna get it about as close as I can. Usually, especially when I'm doing the epoxy handles, I make sure I get them as close as possible to the size. But here I can kind of guesstimate how long I need. Let me get this cut right here. There we go. You're on the floor. That's perfect. Scoot her up, get the other piece cut. Right in there too. Right the same spot almost. And this stuff actually turns out to work really well. What this is a piece of a grill that broke off. One of the reasons it worked. Stainless steel. And it was just laying out there on the ground. I just picked it up and brought it home. And this works really well. I've already done a couple of knives with it. And it's not too bad. I like to reuse a lot of stuff. Which is pretty cool. Ow, slam my finger. Because you're kind of keeping down on waste a lot. You're reusing. You just find another purpose for something. It's going to be in the trash, but can you find another purpose for it? That's just the thing about it. I love that aspect of it. Usually what I'm doing, I can still make a good quality knife, but a lot of it I can just, if I can find a new purpose for it, I love that part of it. And number 3. All 3 of them on the floor. And of course, that's already too short. Let me see if they'll at least fit. Oh yeah, they'll fit for days. I'm just kind of make sure they fit and do what they need to do in each one of these holes, and they're all lined up. Come back out. I mean, it's not the tightest fit, but I'm pretty sure it'll be just fine. I've never had a problem with them yet. It's falling out. Put enough glue on it and stuff, it'll actually hold in there. Let me go ahead and cut these loose from the scales here so we can get our blade ready for heat treat. We're fixing to light a fire, everybody. Light the fire. I need to clean that up a little bit before I do. Hang on, let me hit this on the sander a little bit. See that sawdust flying? Don't ever just crank that up. The sawdust flying in the air without wearing a mask or glasses. Don't be stupid like me. Protect yourself. even for this, just for a couple of seconds. I don't care if it is. I probably just breathed in a lot of dust just then. But anywho's, I wanted to take that down smooth because it has some burrs where the holes got drilled out. So now we got the holes drilled. And I put that one a little bit higher on purpose. No, just gangster lied to you. I messed that up. So anyway, let's get this forge all set up. Don't you sit here and watch and learn from my example on doing this. I told y'all before, I am not certified to teach anybody to do this by any means. Any means. I want y'all, if you're going to learn to do something with forging and playing with anything with propane gas, I want you to learn from professionals, please. Just consider me an idiot, okay? And you just watching me for, I don't know, just for entertainment purposes. This is probably about the cheapest forge you can get. Got it off Amazon. And just goes together. Got a little butterfly nut. And you just put this in here. It's got these little two arms to keep it from twisting around. Locks it in place. I always do smell checks with the gas. I turn it on and then I smell where all the connections are, regulator and all that stuff. Make sure I haven't got any noticeable leaks. You can smell the propane. It has a sulfur smell to it. Which they do that for a reason, so you can detect leaks. But don't take my advice on that. What am I doing? Tell them you don't want to teach them, and then you turn around and give them advice. Shut up. All right, here we go. We got this. It's off. And then on. Smell test. If I can smell, I'm congested. Nothing there. Nothing there. All right. And apparently I was lazy last time I did this and didn't take the metal I used to heat up my oil out of oil. So that's my hands now drenched in oil. Safety third. So let me go dry all this off. Come back. We're going to heat up this oil and fire off this forge. Yeah, it's very, very hefty stuff here, y'all. Please, when you do this, please use extreme caution. This thing scares me to death, I'll tell you that. Now, I think that's the best way to stay safe is have a little bit of fear that you know something can happen. I think that keeps you somewhat aware. So just always be aware. So don't ever get complacent and be comfortable thinking, I ain't happened this far. You know, it takes once for something to fuck up. And this ain't something you want to fuck up on. I'm sorry for my language. Mess up on. All right. So I got these welder gloves. I don't know how well the lighting is. I'm apologizing to you. I got these welder gloves I picked up for $4. They're like $9 now at Harbor Freight. Guys, what are you doing? It's supposed to be my go-to for good, cheap stuff. And this is probably the part I kind of ignore y'all for just a few minutes because I really want to focus my attention on this mainly. So forgive me if I get kind of quiet and just kind of forget y'all are there. Like I said, this is not something I want to play around with. I had to give this my undivided attention. Heat treating is a very important part of knife making, and you want to make sure you get this process right. Got the flame started. Let's kick this on. It's kind of run for a second. Get used to itself, get it going. I haven't got it cranked all the way up yet. Just letting it kind of heat up and warm up. I will go ahead and start putting my metal pieces in. What was that now? Never, ever reach your hand into a part of the forge. Always take problems. You can get it. And just stick with that. crank it up a little bit because it's drawing the gas out faster than what's coming out, so it's freezing up inside the tank. That's why it's doing that. It's freezing up inside the tank. Crank it up. There we go. That should help. Burn that oil off of it first. It smells like French fries. Get hungry. Just eat. See that? But that orange color is about 1,500 degrees. Try to heat up the whole thing. I want that oil good and hot. It's been about mid-60s and stuff like that during the day still. And you want that grease close to 100 degrees so you can get it. Ain't gonna get there. And that's probably about 1,500 degrees almost. That color there. Drop it in. Gotta kneel down. That's one thing is it sits low. It still wasn't hot enough for. I try to get it hot enough where if I see flames kick off that grease, I know I got it hot enough. And I think the heat treat happens somewhere between 1,450 to 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe, anyways. That's usually about an orange, about a good salmon to an orange color. Just takes a good hot minute. Get it, hot minute. See that flavor? This is about as close as I can get y'all. Y'all can get a good view of the oil and the forge at the same time. I want to let y'all see it. Right now, it's up to a good temperature. Forge, and it's had time to cook. Now it's go time, baby. Let's get this thing in there. I'm gonna send it in blade for up. Really, I'm more worried about the blade getting heat treated most. Send it in. Change color. thing got yellow though. Only thing you want to make sure you don't move it side to side. You want to slice motion. Because what will happen is, there's still a good chance it probably took. So let it sit there in that oil for a second. Cool. Hear it sizzling in there. Have a good second in this oil. Just kind of hold it steady. You don't want to try to move it too much. What will happen is when it's still hot, it can actually warp, bend, and deform your edge. You don't want to move it too much. You want to keep it down in that oil good. I don't know. I might have to do it again. Maybe have to. I'll show y'all here in a second. Usually it happens a lot. I have to go do a second time before I get it. I don't know why. It's because I'm not satisfied until I know for sure. Usually if you see some flames kick up off of it, you got it good. And I got me a rag. Come on, glove, get off. Well, kind of pick it up there. Get it. Let's take a gander at it on the inside here. Let's go inside the shop here and let's take a look at her real close. Wrap that up in that rag. All right, let's take a gander at it. If I got to do it again, I'll let y'all go before I do. I don't want to keep y'all too long. Just want to let y'all see my favorite part is when the metal starts turning colors, and I enjoy it. It's fun, but it looks like, just by the way it looks, and it's consistent with the other knives I've done, it looks like it's got a good heat treat to it. She's already cold. The handle's still warm though. I want to see if there's any different in colors I can kind of show y'all. This video's gonna get a little long-winded, I'm sorry. But I like to take y'all along on this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's still kind of warm right there. But the rest of it's hot. Now, good way I test for it, it's usually tried and true for me. You take a file, good little flat file. And what you're looking for is you're looking for it to skate across the metal. Oh, and it is too. It's not even grabbing anything, even on the upstroke. And that's how these files work. They work with a push stroke. It's not even trying to remove any kind of material. I keep getting snagged on that point here when you see me snag it. I think, even without the flames and oil, I think I got it on the first try. Holy shit. I ain't believing it. So, now comes the temper part. I'm going to take it in there and use whatever gas is left in our kitchen stove, tempering this. So that way later on I can use whatever gas I have to have for my heat treating, hook that up to the stove. So that's usually how it goes. But this is it. Let me bring it up closer to y'all can see it. Yeah. I love a forged finish on a knife. When you get that polished edge, try to bring this down a little bit. When you get that polished edge against that black forged finish, charred look, I think it's just awesome. Just awesome. And this is going to be one heck of a knife. It already feels good in the hands. And just can't wait to see that cherry on it. Let's see if we can kind of get a little contrast and compare. I know we got tape on it, but I mean, isn't that going to be pretty? That's going to be a hell of a good knife. And it's going to do knife things, I promise you that. But I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in with me tonight and out here helping me do this knife, heat treatment, and all that stuff. I enjoy hanging out with you. I know I keep asking if y'all want to keep seeing these knife build videos. I think I'm going to keep continuing on because I'm starting to get to the point where I'm enjoying making them. Gives me somebody to talk to out in the shed besides myself. Or at least makes me look less crazy talking to the camera. I am not crazy. I don't know who said that. Gosh, people. Anywho's. So thank you so much for clicking on, guys. Now, we're going to do the glue up and stuff on this knife tomorrow. And hopefully in the next couple of days, we'll have this knife done. Follow along with this. This is going to be a beautiful knife. I'm going to go inside now and temper this knife for 2 hours at 375. It's usually the temperature I go with. Between 350 and 400 is usually the number to shoot for. So I go in between 375. That's worked just fine. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Click the bell for new video notifications. Hit like because that lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content that I'm providing for you and keep me in the realm of algorithm happiness. Good night, y'all, and have a good, peaceful, what's tonight? Sunday? Have a good, peaceful workday Monday. And until next time, I shall see you when I see you. Ooh, boy, I can't believe I got this on the first try. I can't believe it, can't believe it, can't believe it. Bye, y'all.